Hi, I'm Jill Stokeld with The Advocate. I'm here today at Mestizo Louisiana Mexican Cuisine with the owner, Jim Urdiales. Jim, I'm so excited to be here and talk to you. First of all, you're a friend, and
Yes.
you know I love you.
Yeah.
I love your restaurant, but I want our viewers to know first. And I'm sad that y'all don't have smell-o-vision because it smells outstanding for whatever is happening in the kitchen. So thank you for sitting down with me today to just kind of talk about things. Loving the spread. We'll get to that later, so I don't have to eat on TV. But talk to me. I noticed your logo of 25. Let's just kind of take it back.
Okay.
How did you get started, and where are we today?
Yeah. Well, I'm a third-generation restaurateur. Some people know my family from Lake Charles, which is where my grandfather started. And then my father raised us in Baton Rouge, and we had Carlos's Mexican restaurant for close to 50 years.
Yep.
And I worked with my father in his restaurant and went away after college and then came back and had the calling to do my own restaurant. So I opened in March 1st of 1999.
Wow.
So next year is our 25th anniversary. And we're going to do a year-long celebration with an event on the 25th of every month.
I love it.
So we have something for people to look forward to. It's going to be just a real true celebration. I'm super blessed and lucky to be such a part of Baton Rouge community, and so I want the restaurant to celebrate. I want my customers to come celebrate. If you haven't been, I don't know what's taking you so long, but it's a great year for us to kind of take stock in what we've accomplished and what we've done, and the people who are real fans know that we've been through a lot of ups and downs and floods and
I was about to say floods
and COVID, hurricanes, those little things that happen along the way. But I'm super excited, and again, I cannot express the amount of gratitude I've had for the support of customers and their loyalty to the restaurant.
Well, and the mere fact, celebrating 25 years in any business, but a restaurant is huge.
Yes.
That speaks to you, your staff, your crew. Anyone who's been here, your people are friendly, they're knowledgeable, they're here to help you.
Yes.
So talk to me a little bit about bar, and you have a private dining room.
Yes.
So what are some options for people who maybe haven't utilized your services?
Yes. So I always jokingly say I went from a tasty donut at my first location to a Denny's, and we had to spend a lot to undennyfy this restaurant. And it really is, it's a beautiful space. If you haven't been here, we just completed another remodel 2 years ago. And we have a whole private room we added on 5 years ago. And in that private room, we can pretty much customize to different groups and sizes. So we can do a buffet for 42, I can do a dinner for 50, or I can do a cocktail party for 75. We sometimes host business meetings where people do the PowerPoint presentations. We can kind of close off the space to make it more private if we need to. But it's a beautiful space. We're open Tuesday through Sunday. And it's really nice that people utilize us at different times of the day for different functions. I have actually hosted a birthday party from 20 to 80. I've had a wedding, rehearsals, and baby showers. I think I've had everything in that room but a bar mitzvah. And
we got to get that lined up.
It's like, hello, we're
right
here.
Exactly.
But no, it's a beautiful space, and again, we're centrally located right off the interstate, so it's convenient if you're coming from downtown or if you're coming from Garden District or 100 Oaks. We're right here, right off the interstate.
Right. And to your point, for things for team building activities.
Yes.
So things to come during the day, like a tequila tasting.
Absolutely.
So talk to us a little bit about what people can come and learn from your smarts.
Well, again, we do a lot of different functions. So I have a great catering team between Kendra and Wiesel, and depending on what your needs are, and so we also do a lot of off-site catering as well. And a lot of people don't know, we probably average 5 weddings a year off-site, and most of these weddings have nothing to do with my food in this restaurant, so we customize a lot.
Right.
So everything that we do is kind of custom to the customers or the client's needs, and so whether it is a cocktail party, or if we do a tequila tasting, which I've done at people's homes, or people are now doing it in the restaurant. So we can kind of just have a lot of fun. Now, I am passionate about tequila. It's kind of something of spent a lot of time in Mexico studying and sampling, and it's a tough job to do the research and development that I do.
Yes,
Super tough.
You let me know if you need a helper on your next trip.
Exactly. So we can do whatever we want, but it's fun to come in and sample. And I will tell you, 2 of the events next year for our celebration. The first one is January 25th. We're actually doing a tequila dinner with Mestizo Louisiana, which is my favorite current tequila at the moment, where each course will be a custom cocktail made with the Mestizo Louisiana tequila.
Wow.
Then later on in the year, I believe it's in August, I'm going to do Jim's favorite tequila dinner, where it's going to be a course paired with my favorite tequila at the moment on that course. So it's going to be kind of fun to kind of play around with different takes, but show people how beautiful tequila has become, whether it's in a cocktail or it's neat, which is what's really nice.
Absolutely. Talk to me a little bit about this bottle over here.
Well, we're very fortunate. Mestizo Louisiana is a beautiful tequila line. And so they approached me earlier in the year, and so what we did, I was able to customize my profile of the barrel. So we just ran out of the Reposado Cristalina, which we just reordered, which we will have for sale during the holidays. But right now I have this Añejo bottle, which is absolutely gorgeous. It rivals any bourbon drinker, and a lot of people who are starting to watch their calories and maybe watch what their intake is. Tequila is a nice move and switch from either a bourbon or a Scotch drinker, or even a vodka, because you can play and go into a much cleaner profile of alcohol because the plant in the process, it's a cleaner, your body almost processes a lot cleaner than other spirits.
Interesting. I had no idea. And you brought up something that I personally love about this place is the fact that you have healthier options.
Correct.
Because when you think Mexican food, first of all, I have difficulty saying no to the chips and salsa. I'm not going to lie. But whether it be cocktails or just the food in general.
Yes.
Y'all, so talk to me a little bit about that, both from the cocktail end, mocktail end, as well as your food.
Yeah. So one thing that was a pleasant surprise for me was we've been at this location 17 years, but it was probably about 12 or 13 years ago. I had this vegetarian food blogger come in the restaurant and just hated and basically wrote a thesis on how much he hated my restaurant. And I remember taking it lightly. I was like, okay, that's interesting. But I was already working on the next menu. And so I roll out an evolution is what I call every menu at the beginning of the year. And it's just items I've been working on that I want to introduce to the public. So that next year I was actually working on some vegetarian items. So I said, well, you know what? I'm going to really push some of these and just see where they move. And lo and behold, they took off and they moved. And then that's when we added the bowls to the restaurant, which became a whole game changer.
On the menu.
Yeah, and again, we were the first restaurant to bring bowls to Baton Rouge, and I was the first one to introduce quinoa. And then we're probably one of the few, if only, restaurants that has a full keto, gluten-free, and vegetarian menu. And then that's interesting about the keto is we also offer keto appetizers, keto cocktails, and we also have 2 keto desserts. And when I say cocktails, I have on the rocks, and I also have 2 frozen keto cocktails that we offer at the restaurant. So if you're trying to cut back and you're trying to watch it, that's one route to go. And then, of course, the vegetarian aspect is really nice. And I'm super excited. The new menu, I'm actually bringing jackfruit on the menu as a protein substitute, which is very nice. And my vegetarians are going to be really excited about it. It's a really beautiful profile that I created for it. But the other thing that you asked about is the mocktails. And I've been absolutely shocked to watch how the mocktails have really, really exploded. And so my bar staff is amazing, and they spent a lot of time, and we created a whole page 8 of mocktails that are really beautiful, and we're now starting to offer non-alcoholic beer as well. So there's a plethora. The movement's out there for some people. So what I love about Mestizo is whether or not you're eating clean, but maybe your friends is not. There's something for everybody. So there's clean options, whether it's cocktails, there's mocktails. The menu is beautiful. And I encourage you, if you've never been to Mestizo, at least look at the menu online, mestizorestaurant.com. And again, the new menu is going to be rolled out at the end of 2023, going into the new year. And I'm really excited about the 4 to 5 new items I have introduced on the menu.
I can't wait for it. And I love how you incorporate Louisiana.
Correct.
You know, whether it's, you know, crawfish or you name it, and you roll them into traditional Mexican cuisine.
Yeah. You know, so even the seafood, and we use only Louisiana seafood. So our crawfish tails, our shrimp, our crab is all, for the most part, from the Gulf. I do bring in my salmon is flown in because that's not from here.
Where would you get it?
but we also just created a Louisiana margarita, which we just added to the menu, which was really nice, and it utilizes the Noel tequila, which even though the tequila is made in Mexico, it's the family is right out here in Louisiana.
Right.
And then I'm also incorporating the Sugarfield strawberry liqueur in it. So it's a really beautiful, soft margarita with a little rosé floater. It's very nice, and I call it my Louisiana margarita because the two main components are Louisiana owned.
I like
nice.
it.
Yeah.
I like it. I know that's what you're so ingrained in the community. You give back so much to the community, and you know that's really the whole premise behind this. People supporting local.
Yeah.
Whether it's, you know, like buying gift cards for a stocking stuffer for Christmas,
Right.
or, you know, scheduling your Christmas party here,
Correct. Or a beautiful bottle of tequila
Absolutely.
from Mestizo, handpicked by moi with my name on it, which is
I
nice.
love it.
Yeah.
But tell me more about, so, you know, celebrating the 25 years in business is amazing next year. And I know you're here shortly, people are going to be able to pre-buy tickets
Correct.
to these events.
So we're doing, again, an event on the 25th of every month. So again, those days change throughout the month. So we're actually going to do pre-sale starting December 1st, where if you want to purchase any of the items as a gift, you will see, and it'll be on our website, and you'll get to have the opportunity to buy either for yourself or as a beautiful gift. Again, my first event is January 25th, is that tequila dinner with the Maestro Nobel, which is going to be beautiful. And then I know February off the top of my head is we're going to do a buffet extravaganza, which we did for Mother's Day last year.
Right.
Where it's just the best of what I have out on the buffet for brunch. And that's going to be really nice. And then March is actually my anniversary month. And so my actual anniversary is March 1st, but we're going to open up on March 25th, which is a Monday. And I'm going to just do this beautiful extravaganza in here where we're going to strip the restaurant of the tables and chairs, and guests will be able to kind of come through and do workstations and kind of see what Mestizo restaurant is and what Mestizo catering has become. So you can move through and see all our custom cocktails, our food, and it'll be really some beautiful stations. So again, these are going to be really nice events throughout the year, and guests, I encourage you to come, go online and pre-buy, and again, be great gifts. And again, like the tequila we're going to have at the restaurant for sale, but we just about to roll out some custom T-shirts for M25 as well, which are going to be kind of fun as well.
Yes,
So,
I love that. And I love the idea of giving them as gifts,
Yeah.
you know, giving people an experience.
Yes.
So obviously dining here on any day is an experience, but for the specific special ones on the 25th of every month, I love
Yes,
that.
yes.
Awesome. Well, Jim, is there anything I haven't asked you about today?
I don't know. We've covered a lot of topics. You know, one thing about Mestizo, I appreciate you saying that, is it was a mission from the beginning that if I was going to put my roots in Baton Rouge, which is where I'm from, and start a business, it was very important for me to be part of the community that I'm involved in. And I'm not here to preach, but I do believe that if you're going to put your feet in, your settle in, be involved in your community, give back as much as you can, and help the people that you're passionate about. You know, anybody that knows me know I'm always passionate about the food bank because they truly do feed the people of Baton Rouge. And so we actually are in discussions about doing some little activities in the month of March to kind of help raise some funds and donations for them as well. So
I love that, a little cross-pollination.
Yeah, absolutely. Win-win. I love win-wins.
Yes, and again, that would be supporting local.
Correct.
Our neighbors who need some help.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Jim, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about what I'm about to
Yes,
dive
you
into
are.
here.
Yes.
But guys, this holiday season and throughout the year, don't forget to support local.
So supporting local.
Supporting local.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, it's so good.